In this experiment, we're investigating different rock types. We've got 6 different rocks and we're going to try and decide if they are sedimentary, igneous or metamorphic. Our first sample, rock number 1. Let's look at it a bit more closely. So this rock feels quite soft, maybe a little bit crumbly. And if we look closely, we can see it's made up of lots of little grains. We're also going to test it with some acid. So I'm using 2 molar hydrochloric acid. So it's definitely lots of fizzing with acid. So that was number 1. Our next sample, sample number 2, we shall examine that a little bit more closely. So this time, this rock feels very, very hard. It's quite smooth, but no grains in this one. And again, we're going to test it with acid. So again, this one we've got fizzing with acid. Our next sample, sample number 3. We'll examine this a bit more closely. Now this one has got lots of little air bubbles in the rock. And it feels quite hard. So again, let's test this one with some acid. So no real fizzing with this one. Our next sample, number 4. Now again, this one feels very hard, but this one we've got layers in the rock. And it's quite smooth. And we'll test it with acid. No fizzing for that one. Our next sample, sample number 5. Look at it a bit more closely. This one feels very, very hard again. And we can see lots of little crystals in this one. So again, we'll test it with acid. No, no fizzing for this one. Our last sample, sample number 6. We'll look at it a bit more closely. This one feels quite soft and almost crumbly. If we look closely, we can see lots of little grains in this sample. Quite easy to crumble. We'll test this one with acid. No, no fizzing for this one.